not worthy. And even as I go through my own life journey, I'm constantly filled with this stress and worry because maybe it's too early, or I should just wait until I'm 30 to talk about this controversy that surrounds God and his greatest act of mercy that this world has ever seen. And just because I go to church on Sunday, it doesn't mean that I don't put on this mask to look all nice and clean and act like some perfect human being, when in reality, I'm covered of sin and shame behind the scene. And when people act all perfect, I kind of laugh because honestly, we're all broken people with a sinful past, and we all had that sin that just keeps us trapped, and we all had those feelings like we're finishing last and that God is just too far gone. Maybe it's time to examine what team we're really on, because see, me without God is much like the Cavs without LeBron. I'm hopeless, and I get rightfully blamed on because I do a lot of right, but I always do way more wrong. And sometimes I get tired of this world of expectation that I live in. I mean, I go to school not to learn, but to fit in. And in moments of desperation, I get these feelings within that God somehow lost and temptation will win. And as soon as the devil asks how I've been, I fall right back into this trap of sin. And I become obsessed with this sin. And I start to love this sin, and I want nothing but this sin. And I take God off the pedestal and I replace him with sin. And I hit rock bottom and I no longer want to live. And I no longer want to breathe. And it's too dark to see the God I need reaching out for me so I can be with him for eternity. But what if God is more? I mean, what if the cross is more than just some necklace to style? And what if Bible verses are more than just a cute Instagram bio? And what if the manger in Bethlehem that the shepherds searched for miles was filled with so much more than just a baby with a smile? What if these emotions of feeling alone root from the fact that we idolize our phone and we forget to let God endure in our home, and we forget that the same God who defeated Goliath with a stone is the same God who was lying in the manger with human bones? So I opened up Luke chapter 2 and read about the greatest event that ever happened before the tomb. You see, a baby was born who would allow blind eyes to see things that were once blurred, a mute tongue to speak its first ever word, bodies filled with disease and with the touch of his hand would be cured, a deaf ear to hear things that they'd never before heard, things that without the gift of this baby would have never occurred. Because you see, he's the Abba, our Father, the protector of our life. He's the Savior, the Messiah, and he paid the ultimate price. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. He's the Lord of Lords, King of Kings, and he's still my friend, and I can talk to him every day. I don't need a pope because Jesus Christ is my living hope.